This one might get me in trouble with the carpenters. I'd basically set out to remove this door frame, but it wasn't long into the project that I realised I'd hit a problem. The wall to the left of me is holding up that lintel, and the lintel is holding up a lot of bricks above. This old door frame has been nailed into the brickwork using wooden wedges. If I was to pull those wedges out, the wall might crumble. So I had to remove the frame very carefully. And I also noticed, quite worryingly, that the bricks on that left-hand side had bowed over time, maybe from the weight of the brickwork above. I carefully ground the nails away to make them flush with the brickwork, but still had the problem of what to do with the bowed wall. With it being so out of plumb, it would be very difficult to fit the new frame to it. I'd have to make bespoke shims, all different sizes. So I came up with an idea that I haven't seen anywhere else before. And that usually means it's not a good idea. But sometimes when you're doing DIY like this, you just have to go with it. I decided to fill any of the hollows in the brickwork with plasterboard adhesive, and I had to do a lot of filling to make this wall plumb. I then cut a piece of board and pressed it into the adhesive. I cut the plasterboard 20mm bigger than the brickwork, so I could have a 10mm overhang on each side. This gives me room for the adhesive on the face of the wall. Confident with my solution, I got cutting the big boards which were going to sit on the face of the wall. You may notice I've cut the plasterboard lower than the door frame. I've done that because I don't know what size frame I'm going to get, and I'll just cut it back at a later date. So now I have a perfectly plumb doorway to put my timber door frame into. But the question is, when I come to screw my door frame in place, will the plasterboard compress and warp the door frame? Anyway, who's ready to start seeing some DIY plastering? If so, make sure you like and follow to see the progress.